Black and pink. Two memories twisted together. Time is precious. Let's pick up the pace. Yes, Madame Herta. I've made contact with her. Understood. I'll carry out my part as expected.
Quite the dazzling nest you have, little bird of the harmony. Your grasp of Memoria is unexpectedly profound, but playtime's over. This ocean we created, according to her wish. This journey that flows on, without end. Don't any of you think about interfering with it.
She's coming. Is it me she's after this time? There's no time to regroup. I've prepared an alternate escape route. Wake from your slumber, and return to reality. Come on, I'll bring you out.
Ow. Self-righteous past rider of the harmony. You think you can do that? Next time, get a memo keeper instead.
That was way too close. Good thing I was there to fish you out.
Sunday, are you all right?
Mr. Yang. I couldn't get her out. I'm sorry.
Is it true that March is behind all of this?
Yes. And no. That Pathstrider of Remembrance is identical to March 7th in appearance, but what lies inside... I can't find the right words to describe it just yet.
Can't you come up with an analogy? I thought that was your thing.
That, Miss March, feels like a reflection on water. Only not from a calm, clear lake, but from a bottomless abyss. Within her words, I sensed an intense, but utterly pure... protectiveness.
Protectiveness?
This is only speculation, but after being drawn into Amphorius, perhaps March 7th experienced... No. She likely foresaw a tragic end. It was out of a desire to protect her fellow crewmates that she chose to awaken a power that teeters on the edge of evil.
Well, on the bright side, at least March 7th won't have to face any danger again.
After that battle, I'm afraid I'll no longer be able to join the fight through tuning. So... has Miss Black Swan's progress remained on track?
You don't need to worry. She used your disturbance to mask her movements. Current status? Advancing upstream within the memory zone. I didn't see that coming. The Memo Keeper is pretty courageous, choosing to defy the rules and take... This means... she's chosen to stand against the Garden of Recollection.
Even so, I must think long-term. I wanted to hide in the shadows to avoid direct conflict. But Why is it so quiet here? The air is thick with memoria, yet it's so chaotic, like broken memories all mixed together. Memo snatchers should be swarming into Emphorius. I was expecting this place to be very lively. So, how did they end up like this? Now I'm getting very curious. An empty shell. The consciousness that maintained this Dharmakaya has disappeared. So, Alternatively, she might have sacrificed herself for an even more mysterious purpose. Either way, what exactly made these fanatical believers end up like this? Memory. It is indeed a deep ocean of dangerous allure, where fascinating secrets always hide beneath the waters. I keep getting the feeling that the same thing happened in Penacony.
Get ready. We're about to head off.
Is it really gonna be okay? That world's surrounded by a massive chaotic material. That white band of light has already foiled our plans multiple times.
Don't worry. After the pink girl from the Astral Express broke into Emphorius, that obstructive force preventing the garden from entry disappeared. That's the trailblazing nameless for ya. A huge help.
What are you so happy for? Aren't things gonna get messier with more irrelevant people turning up? What if those trailblazers find the Seat of Remembrance before we do?
Then we'll just steal it back. Simple. By the way, there's a messenger and a memo keeper on that express. We don't know where they stand on this matter. So make sure they don't notice you when you make your move.
You folks are truly everywhere. These memo snatchers are different from the previous husks. These ones seem to have had contact with her.
We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now.
This memory ends so abruptly, as if a shapeless hand snuffed out its candlelight. It appears the secrets ahead are even murkier than I imagined.
It's squishy. Let's have a break. Let's have a break.
squish.
What a bizarre sight.
It's spinning out of control! Everything's out of control! Why did no one tell us? That girl is the Memo Keeper's nemesis!
Is she talking about March 7th?
That Evernight, those black memo sprites, they swallowed everything! Those who came here first, all drowned. Not even a trace of their consciousness was left behind. Oh, I wish I'd never come here. I don't want anything to do with Amphorius anymore. Please! Don't come near me. No! No!
You've involved too many innocent people just to obtain the memory of an eon's fall. You deserve this, but I'm not here to blame you. That entity you call Evernight. Tell me everything you know about her. We may yet bring a glimmer of hope for those who are still alive in there.
Eden, a blessed insight!
Huh?
We are the sacrifice the garden used us. The pure child of Anasrava abandoned us. She just wants to find her lost sisters. Find them, kill them, reclaim them. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, dead, dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead.
I can finally understand your fears now. With her.
These little critters look scary, but they're not so tough to handle after all. Though the surging Memoria tide swept my friend away, I must return to her side before Miss Evernight succeeds. Another one of these stealth missions, huh? Help me out here, friends in her world. A scorching and dangerous aura. This power shares the same origin as Finan. And then there's that enigmatic, bottomless aura that seems to jolt awake at midnight. Must be Miss Evernight. Better steer clear of her. There's a beam of light over there. Full of energy, yet uncontrollable. Could it be... my friend? Maybe it's the Stellaron she mentioned. Memories of the Stellaron are flowing deep within the Memoria tide. Let's go there to find my friend. Ugh, jeez. So many little ones gathered here. Did you know I was coming? You're being a bit too enthusiastic, aren't you? Thankfully, her presence hasn't weakened. I feel like I'm getting a bit closer. Huh? They're guarding something. Is that my friend's photo stone? What's it doing here? These memo sprites are completely still. It's as if they're drawn to this thing. This is an even cuter memo sprite. No wonder the photo stone can't store more memories. Have you been hiding in—
Find my travel companions.
What? How could that mean?
My companions.
Are you March 7th?
The sky is burning, and the streets are empty. It's just like how things were last time. How long can the encryption key you wrote for me last, Mr. Screwlum?
That is difficult to project. Logic. It is currently unclear how the unknown variable Miss March conducts her interference. Please rest assured that I will extract you on time before the encryption key expires.
But that means I will no longer be able to hack in via the same method. I only have one chance.
The maze of the Remembrance is starting to change. I cannot remain your guide on your path forward. That is why we had to form a temporary alliance with our former enemy.
I express my utmost respect for your courage to personally face such dangers.
Lygus?
Your enmity is well within my calculations.
Allow me to reiterate that Lord Anaxagoras now has a firm grasp on your crucial weakness. If you still plot to harm the Nameless, then you will find that the Society's previous warnings were not empty threats.
I understand. I'll only do what needs.
I never imagined that I'd one day walk alongside a genius who offered himself to the destruction.
My stance has never changed. The erudition's ruin is inevitable. But before that, I'd be very willing to witness the reunion of the Nameless and to escort you on your way home.
More like her appearance completely interrupted your plans, even forcing you to seek out collaboration. I'll remember that.
Your words are as sharp as ever. But remember, happenstance is the only true constant in the universe. The demise of the progenitor of all dragons. Come with me. I am honored to guide a scion of permanence.
You created this wasteland before us with your own hands.
Such sights are no longer able to stir anything in my heart.
Are you saying that once upon a time you were actually moved by their defiance?
I'm sorry to say, I never was.
It's squishy.
These memo sprites. Is it her?
The mimetic entities of the Remembrance are everywhere. That lady wove a giant web in my blind spot. She hacked and infected the Time Titan, converting the built-up data of Amphorius into puppets of the Memory Zone.
Sounds like you two have quite the history already.
Any variables that desire to influence the experiment deserve my attention.
But you never mentioned her before. Could even a genius of the erudition get his brains hacked?
Lord Dan Heng, I'm simply stating a fact. That lady is also a threat to you. A threat that you cannot afford to ignore. She snuffed out the remembrance without any effort and left nothing behind. Her actions were so determined, as if she had an unquenchable hatred against that path. Contradictions are often the keys to the truth. Lady March 7th's past is a bottomless darkness.
And? Do you expect me to join forces with you because of that? All I need to know is that she has something to do with March 7th's past.
Fine. I am only giving you a possibility for you to ponder. The choice is still in your hands. A heavy past is like an everlasting night. As to what kinds of sins lurk within, you should know that better than I do, former Vidyadhara High Elder.
Yes, I indeed know how to face the past. Better than you do, first genius.
I have no intention of refuting that. Let us keep going, Lord Dan Heng. I didn't think there were still some that got away.
Explain.
They are thieves from the garden. They finally got a chance thanks to your efforts. Unfortunately, they ran into Miss March, and their consciousnesses were those who were lucky enough to escape her. Drow.
But they look very different from the usual black-tide creatures.
The reason has to do with let us deal with the threats before.
You really have no intent.
Besides, the geniuses are still keeping a close eye on me. I would...
Never mind.
I choose you. We can do anything.
Go, go, go!
As you wish.
Delivering warmth! Huh. Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies! Gotta stop them here! Go, go, go!
May death protect us!
What splendid spearmanship. Truly remarkable.
Let's get back on our previous...
These memo snatchers attempted to infiltrate the breach.
That sounds like a surefire way of destroying themselves.
Well, our views differ on that. They had a chance to reach the truth precisely because they did not fear death. That futile world-bearer turned himself into a seal in this cycle, attempting to suppress the black tide spread. His golden blood soaked into the ocean tides and covered the earth, etching the scar of destruction into this world. And that scar shall point the way forward for you. Erudition, destruction, remembrance. When the three paths cross once again, Amphorius shall face a most magnificent end.
Cloud.
I have witnessed 30 million futile ends atop this cliff. You may not agree with me, but I've always believed that this number has made me the person who understands Kozlana the most. This is also where he decapitated me on that day and pointed his sword at the Aeon of Destruction. He suffered a tragic defeat, but also achieved a legendary deed. A drop of burning golden blood. The blood...
Nanook? Fiden managed to hurt them?
Yes. It melded into Kozlana's body. If you wish to dispel the fog and find she hides in the crevices of time, in the most concealed corner of Amphorius. Just like how the blazing sun can only rise at the end.
How do I know this won't be another trick of yours?
I have nothing to gain from helping you two work, but in this cycle, Kozlana never answered my perhaps. His mind has already eroded away. Or perhaps he is still awake, still fighting the whispers of the black tide. Deep down, I only wish that you and the esteemed Trailblazer could bring me an answer.
Is there really no other way? How long has it been for you? Kastlana, Finan. I'm back. What?
The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Duty does not drive you to wield your blade, but hate. Behind that hatred, you seem to desire the destruction of the self.
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey. What you stand to lose weighs far heavier than life itself.
It is because you suffer that you are so...
Partner. And Dunhung.
You still remember us?
Those two names are like brands.
Then I'll tell you that those two names only appeared for a blink of an eye in your long journey. But we once fought together to protect this holy city beneath our feet. And we witnessed the...
I have forgotten everything, except the belief I had when all I know is that I must imprison the destruction.
What if I tell you that we're here for the same thing? Look at what this world has become. You know what it's waiting for. Even if you've forgotten everything, I still believe that you'll make the right choice. Like you did.
When have we ever had a choice? When were we ever masters of this world's fate? Even though I shoulder the dreams of millions of lives, I could only forge the destruction's evil will. Everyone I know is dead. And the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces. So, be gone. This body never existed to carry out deliverance.
There's no need to be so serious. Sorry, I had a really long nap and all the bad memories woke up first. Long time no see, partner.
Well, it was only a very brief farewell for me.
We once walked side by side and trusted each other to watch our backs. That memory will never fade away, even if all else does. And because it was so precious and hidden so deep in my heart, it needed more time to wake up. Trailblazing? What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds, that is also a titan revered by the masses. There is no need to further confirm your resolve. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Emphorius. Stand with me, and become heroes! Did you hear that? Heroes! I have never forgotten the weight of that word.
Even though I am no longer a hero. And the only thing remaining in me is the...
But lighting a fire can also illuminate the path ahead.
Everyone I know is dead. And the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces.
But there is still a group of heroes that I know. And they will bring the true tomorrow to Emphorius.
This body never existed to carry out deliverance.
It only ever burned for world-bearing. So, I'm going to head towards tomorrow first. Don't make me wait too long, Donna. Partner.
Deal.
What if we were born from the destruction? There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come. Let us go to the other side of the night. Dawn is there, and the blazing sun, destined to rise.
It won't be too long before our paths cross again.
There is a ruckus coming from the Grove of Epiphany. It is time for you to set out, my lord. I have another notice for you. In this cycle, an eccentric demigod deviated from their flame-chased destiny. In a history known by none, Terravox, the Earth, fell. This matter has remained extremely mysterious, contradicting the extrapolations of 30 million cycles. I have reasons to suspect it also has something to do with Lady March 7th.
As of now, clues that yield no conclusions are not important. Finan already pointed me in the right direction. Open the way.
Lord Dan Heng is gone. You can now...
Thanks for the honor. And here I thought you weren't ever going to acknowledge your old friend. The Inspiration Circus recorded that you have led me up Dawn Cloud countless times. And the last time was right in the previous cycle. Oh, and Kefali even lowered their hand to welcome.
Surely you didn't move into my head to browse such trivial content. But if that's the case, I wouldn't mind recalling some fun Dromus trivia for your pleasure.
You seem pretty relaxed.
Indeed. The experiment's variable will be eliminated by my enemy's very hands. A beautiful way to kill two birds. You know very well that everything I said about that Remembrance Pathstrider was true. Both my hypothesis regarding her identity and my recommendations.
Yes, I know. You haven't told a single lie so far. But I noticed your thoughts would generate a curious ripple whenever you mentioned her. It's almost like you were deliberately trying to hide something into the depths of your brain.
Since you're talking in such a blunt way, I'm assuming you haven't actually found any concrete.
That is correct. Thanks to that mechanical body, you can control the boundaries of your thoughts, opting to only show partial truths. Pity that I still managed to grasp a shiver of fear that escaped your control, and I traced it upstream to discover one single word. Lycurgus, tell me, what is the Demiurge?
The grove. Even the branches and leaves of the sacred tree have been dyed gold. Now that the destruction has quelled the Memoria tide, it's time for me to go deeper into the grove. Who's there?
That fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all creatures from their slumber. And you, visitor from beyond the sky, you have no intention of listening to the cries of the earth.
You are...
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kefali's children. Is it not natural that the offspring of Georios would take on their duty? I am Terravox, Avatar of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings.
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromus King of the legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the transmutation arcanum not precisely your specialty, descendant of the
How do you know about... Was it March 7th?
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria Tide and disappear from the world's memories.
So you didn't die. Your fall was just a lie. You cast aside your duty as a flame chaser and joined her. Why?
To survive. For Adromus, life is no more than existence. The birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, they are unable to live on in the World-Bearer's memories. But Evernight is the master of remembrance, and I saw your story in the Veil of Evernight.
Vidyadhara, the permanence, dragon transmutation, resurrect, Shana.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death, demigod.
And what of it? This body is soaked in filthy golden blood. The earth is hungry, and only the permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara struck.
I choose you. Wilt hear. Embrace a new life.
Mimi!
Return to dust.
Cloud Knights? How is that possible? It's endless. Has the Memoria Tide returned?
The fires of abomination reignite. Why not join?
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam. Do you not remember me? After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
Dan Feng? Is this another Memo Snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the Preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways, I won't ever forget you.
So, who is that giant?
That is Amphorius' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray and intends to seize the power of dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it in reverence. You and I know that all life in the universe covets permanence.
Are you trying to say I'll end up like you?
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be far from the end of this journey.
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention of passing judgment on Dan Feng, and I have even less desire to become entangled with him again.
俺はただ仲間が無事に帰ってこられればそれでいい。意味物との戦いに手を貸すか、でなければ記憶の影に戻れ。
よかろう。記憶の潮が残した汚れは未だこの廃墟で暴れ回っている。世が隣に控えていればそなたも心強かろう。それに竜の力を欲するあの者もたやすく退きはしまい。
好きにしろ。俺はもう行く。アラブエに話を戻すが、先ほどの挑発はおそらくただの陽動だ。
あれは明らかに狂気に蝕まれている。
ああ、俺も同意見だ。
力を合わせてそれ。
よいしょっと。よーし、これでバッチリ。ヤーヌスの祝福をたっぷり入れて隠れ道復活。これでカイザーの軍団は樹底から敵の不意をつけますね。アラブエの方は大丈夫かしら。あれ、戦士さん、あなたは。
トリスビアス、俺だ。
タンコ？はじめまして。グレイさんのお仲間はキュレネだけじゃなかったんですね。
これ以上は無駄だろう。彼女らは世と同じくそなたの記憶に過ぎないと見える。
いや、少なくとも俺の記憶なら彼女たちが俺を知らないはずがない。
タンコ？お前が誰なのかわからないけど、とにかくもうすぐ怖い戦いが始まっちゃうから、早く安全なとこに逃げた方がいいぞ。セイレンス、剣気卿がこの先で避難の誘導をしています。ですがもうすぐそれも終わるでしょう。早く出発した方がいいかもしれません。
セイレンス、分かった。3人ともありがとう。すぐにそちらへ向かう。
どういたしまして。私たちは情報を届けに行かなきゃだから、ここでバイバイ。あなたも気をつけて。またね。
記憶のたわごとだな。そなたはどう見た？
まだ何とも言えない。だがこれが
可能性としては2つ。アラブエのものか、あるいはそなたが懸命に探し求めるあの者のものか。後者に関してはほぼないに等しいがな。なぜならそなたの方が詳しいだろうが、あの決戦の後、史上初の天才でさえも彼女の行方をつかめなかったからだ。
ああ、だが先ほどの会話で突破口が見えた。長夜月もだが、あの時創世の合心であいつと一緒に姿を消した者はもう一人いる。今からそのもう一人に会えるかもしれない。方法の鍵は樹底にある。
やめろ。来るな、
この忌々しいけだものめ。
あったんでしょうか。じゃあそれじゃあ
もぬけの殻だ。音一つしない。さっきのはおそらく記憶の潮の小玉のようなものだろう。お前はシーフバトルズか。
そうか。知らせに感謝する。余が雲銀の術で片付けてやろう。
ここだ。彼女を呼び起こそう。
冷水。なるほど。この世界の水域と共鳴するつもりか。
オンパロスの水は俺の故郷の水よりなんというかもっと自由奔放な感じだ。そのせいで少し手こずっていたが幸い徐々にコツをつかめてきている。その狂乱の舞踏のもと宴の喧騒をもって冷水の記憶を呼び覚まさん。
不思議なこともあるものだ。オンパロスにまだ生きている者がいたとはな。その上、完遂の術まで心得ているのか。
成功したようだな。あえて光栄だ。海洋の半身セイレンス。
青い竜魚、君の名は確か炭鉱だったな。生まれは林縁郷、そうだろう。灰色の小魚の記憶で君たち二人が並んで立っているの。
そうか。ならこちらも急いでいるし、自己紹介は省こう。担当直入に聞く。長夜月とあいつの居場所を教えてくれな。
見知らぬあの者は私の目の前で救世主をさらっていった。水をくれぐれも用心してくれ。大地は火を追うたびに背を向けた。アラブエは生きているが決して開拓の友ではない。
あまり驚きはないな。狂気に陥ったあの半身と一戦交えてきたところだ。
そうだったか。やはり最悪の事態になってしまったのだな。
奴はそれだけにとどまらず、危険な力にまで手を出そうとしている。かつての戦友であるお前なら、奴の目的に心当たりがあるんじゃないか。
アラブエは元から大地が育む命のことしか考えていない。天外の不思議な力に目をつけたのもおおよそそのためだろう。だとしてもその行動はあまりにも常軌を逸している。
給与の一策だったのだろう。よほど追い詰められていたに違いない。だが普及に手を出せばその先はさらなる不幸が待っているだけだ。
あの半身が己を利するために動くものではないことは分かった。だが俺がすべきことは変わらない。長夜月の行方をつかむために大地との戦いは避けられないだろう。こちらの敵に回ったのなら心を痛める必要もない。
では炭鉱殿、私の分身が同行することを許してくれないか。この輪廻の末路を見届けた半身として、せめて最後の一人となった戦友に挽歌を送りたい。
そなたらしくもない。
何が言いたい？
心を痛める必要もない。つまりそういうことだろう。
仲間のためならためらうことはない。俺は七死人。そして俺のやるべきことは消えゆこうとする全ての希望を守ることだ。
世の失言だったようだ。今の言葉、実に請求列車の護衛らしいものだった。
ではセイレンス、案内を頼めるか。
この水流に捕まってくれ。これにはまだ灰色の小魚のぬくもりが残っている。水流が私たちを仲間のいる海の淵へと導かんことを。
行く先を照らし力を合わせて。それはっ。
お前なのか。
エレクト
この声は。
待っていたぞ。海洋もろとも記憶の潮に沈め、大地を再生するための煮えとしてやろう。
こちら側へ来てください。あなたは、私は、私たち。
不朽の中から夜身を通し、
一つに運命から逃げなくてもいい。
不朽。
私が獣のような真似をしなければ、寿命族は人以下の存在になっていたことでしょう。
なぜタンフーはわしを選んだのじゃ。
竜の血族へ溺れるがいい。
来るぞ、記憶の潮だ。飲み込まれないよう気をしっかり持っておけ。
樹底が揺れている。
どうだ、耐えられそうか。
あ、
人は5人。
代価は3つ。その中の一つが貴様だ。
終わったか。
そのようだ。あの幻影ども、まったくそなたを殺しにかかるとはな。
妙に静かになったな。
油断するな。記憶の潮がざわめいている。
あれは
この酒、なかなか変わっているな。また白寿が持ってきたのか。
タラサの土産物だそうだ。この宴のためにとわざわざ置いていった。
それでご本人は欠席と。
驚く。
そなたの頭に。
これは戦の前に開いた選別の宴だろう。
脱輪を経た寿命族にとって前世など元気のようなものだ。世は私欲のために龍化の力を乱用し、かつての親友たちを旧敵へと変えてしまう。さぞ問いたかろ
う。軍務長は今回の玉殿の戦いをかなり重要視しているようだ。
落ち着かないやつだな。まったく血の代わりに暴風でも流れているんじゃないか。まあいいさ、あいつの分まで俺が飲んでやろう。
もう乾杯するのか。タンフを待った方がいいと思うが。
リュウソン様ほどのお方ともなれば粒子の会議に引っ張りだこだろう。なんだこれ、ただの水じゃないか。
彼女曰く 戦の前に飲みすぎると支障が出るかもしれませんから、タラサの水晶球の潜水を置いていきますね。酒は戦に勝った後の方が美味しいとも言っていた。
それを早く言ってくれ。
我もそのつもりだったが、それを飲んだ後のお前の顔を代わりに見ておいてほしいと頼まれてしまってな。
まあまあ、水でも酒でも友からの贈り物ならどちらも味わい深いものでしょう。
折に触れていいことを言いたがる癖は相変わらずだな。折に触れていいことを言いたがる癖は相変わらずだな。
タンフ、よく来てくれた。みんな待ちかねていたんだ。遅刻の詫びとして3杯くらいは飲んでもらうぞ。
勘弁してくれ。罰なら先ほどまで湖海の岸辺で過ごした時間で十分だろう。だがその甲斐あって粒子たちを説得できた。この戦いでは寿命族の雲銀氏が世と共に前線に立つ。どうやらお前が考えていたあのケイト神郎への対策は実行に移せそうだな。
反対の声も多かっただろうに、提案を押し通してくれて感謝するよ、タンフ。
まさか本当に粒子どもが譲歩するとはな。この戦いで。
ああ、無数の寿命族が戦場で命を落とし、二度と脱輪することも叶わなくなるだろう。皆も承知している。だが共に苦難を背負わなければ、寿命族はいつまでも同盟の運命を共に担う一員にはなれず、他者の苦しみを傍観するものであり続けてしまう。
それも皆が承知していることだ。我らがここに集うのはまさしくそのため。さあ皆、杯を掲げよ。これは戦の前の選別にあらず、二度と戻らぬ戦士たち、我らが仲間への手向けだ。
私の無茶な提案のせいで負担をかけてしまった。すまない。
よせ。いいんだ。世とそなたの立場が逆で無茶な提案をしたのが世だったとしても、そなたは世の味方をしたはずだ。違うか？
もちろんさ。でもやはりお手柔らかに頼むよ。